Watching Nick Fuentes as of lately give certain black conservative creators their wake-up call has been a joy to watch, bro. It's been a joy to watch, man. All right, because these certain creators, for the most part, have done their best to ingratiate themselves into white society, to placate to white society. And Nick Fuentes is letting them know, no matter how much you bootleg, no matter how much you sell out your own people, man, you will never, ever, 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 ever be welcome around the gropers or around certain conservatives like himself.
You are a diversity hire. You are a DEI hire. You pander. You know, and she thinks she's some kind of boss. Yeah, you're a bitch, but like you didn't get that way because you're a super smart boss. You got that way because you're super black token. Like, it is what it is. So I don't know that anyone's ever told her that. But that's the obvious and I'm kind of done with all the Uncle Toms. In a way, I'm done with all the Uncle Toms. I'm done with Jason Whitlock. I'm done with Candace Owens. I'm done with all the Uncle Tom token blacks. Like, you're not that smart. You're not even that conservative. You built your career on a grift that is now dead. You were hired when diversity quotas were a thing. You were hired when white guilt is a thing. I don't feel white guilt. I never have. DEI is over. So now you're done. You need to be fired. Like, you're done.
For me to sleep easier at night, I kind of have to defend Candace Owens here or other black conservatives. Candace Owens been a black woman in this space. She had to claw her way to the top. Like, Candace Owens is intelligent by all standards or definition of what intelligence is. So to say that she essentially got like an easy route to the top, I think that's false. But he's also letting her know, or letting the others know, like Brandon Tatum and Jason Whitlock, of this well-kept secret that we've all known for years, that you are being used. If you're somebody who only come around the conservatives when they want you to sell out your own black folks or give a controversial opinion about black people, you're being used, right? They were using you to say the things that they couldn't say in that era. Now it's 2025, right? In 2025, you call a 5-year-old black kid with autism to hard ER and you get $700,000, right? You get rewarded for it. So this is an era where they don't need you no more. They don't got to hide behind you anymore to say the things they want to say. And now there's no use for you guys, bruh, at all. Yo, I feel like when Candace Owens sat down with Nick Fuentes, this was the first time she really got to see what people like Nick Fuentes, the same people that she's been hanging around for years, you know, been trying to work her way into their good graces. She finally got to see what they truly think about her.
I am racist, I would say. I believe in the races. I believe there are white people and black people and Hispanics and Asians, and I think that it's a core part of our identity. It's who we are. And there's like this conservative reflex to say, we're colorblind. Race doesn't mean anything. And, you know, Pat Buchanan said this. He said, it's not everything, but it isn't nothing.
But are you, sorry, I just want to make sure, did you say I'm a racialist or I'm a racist?
You know, for a long time, I would say I'm racialist.
Mm-hmm.
Now I just say I'm racist.
Okay, so when you say you're racist, mm-hmm. because these definitions get changed around, mm-hmm. racist, you know, anti-Semitism gets expanded. What do you mean when you say I'm a racist? Because I think most people watching this would go, if you are a racist in the traditional sense of the term, why are you on this podcast, right? Wouldn't you just go, you know what, Candace is black and she's therefore I don't want to speak to her.
Right.
Certainly not going onto your show and saying, why won't Candace have me on? That doesn't really seem to line up with the traditional sense of the idea of racist. So
it's a different world, man. When you have a man in the home with your kids, with your family, the home you sleep in, and he's sitting across from you, looking you in your eyes and letting you know, I'm a racist. And then let you know, I don't believe in interracial marriage. I don't even believe your kids have a right to exist. That really makes you look within like, bro, what am I doing right now, man? What am I doing? Is this worth it? And one can ask themselves that, you know, and I would hope you'll say, man, it's, yo, bro, bootlicking ain't worth it, man. Now, yo, I've spoken to Nick before. Yo, and Nick has expressed how he intentionally, like, sculpt his messaging to where when he disseminates it, it can have a broad reach. Where he will purposely hold back on certain things, or like when he goes on certain platforms, you know, like No Jumper or other platforms, he will purposely hold back and sculpt his message to where people can look at the message and not automatically identify the hate within a message. Nate has told me this personally, right? So So when Nick Fuentes is looking Candace Owens in his eyes, it's because it's 2025 and he don't give a F. I'm racist. Deal with it, people. Deal with it. Deal with it. And you got to deal with it, man. Now, Nick Fuentes have never treated me bad. He's always been cordial. He's always been pretty polite. But you know deep down inside, he thinks that he's superior to you. That's just how it works, man. Now, Nick Fuentes would declare himself a racist and then say certain things that's a broad generalization of black folks, and then certain black conservatives would like applaud him and say, we riding with Nick Fuentes. Like this viral clip right here, man. Like my guys at the Cartier family, I like these dudes. It's no smoke. But their reaction to what Nick Fuentes said to me was pretty disappointing.
Inconsiderate behavior. If black people were super well behaved, we would be racist in the other direction. We'd say, black people, oh yes, dude, yes. My day is about to turn around for the better. What can I help you with, sir? Please, come right on in. Man.
Why is he this way?
Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, bro. Hey, Nick crazy for real, bro.
Why do you enjoy that so much?
Hey, bro. Nah,
I ain't gonna lie, he had
crazy,
some points.
Bro.
I won't lie, he made a lot of valid points.
Nigga's crazy, bro. Oh my gosh. Ooh, I gotta see the comments after this, bro.
I think he made a lot of valid points.
Wow, bro.
I have a problem with all of that. And people go, and these black people go, well, you're racist, you're racist. It's like, no, I just hate inconsiderate behavior. If black people were super well behaved, we would be racist in the other direction. We'd say, black people, oh yes, dude, yes. My day is about to turn around for the better. What can I help you with, sir? Please, come right on in. Oh, man, what a relief to see you here. You're a sight for sore eyes. Wow. If black people were known for being the best, then we would be racist in the other direction. Oh, finally. So yeah, that really bothers me. It just bothers me in this damn ass city, because that's all it is in Chicago, is just these black people who can never take accountability. It's always somebody else's fault.
That's a good point he ended on right there. To a lot of black people, it is always somebody else's fault.
I would say, this is what I'll say. Okay, click that, go click that tweet.
She's black.
Click this tweet. Click the tweet. Yes, this is what I was getting ready to say. There's two different races of black people here. We have regular black people, like us here, and then we have Gus.
And
he described option B there.
Well, I mean, he lives in Chicago, so I'm sure
there's a lot of them there.
Yeah,
but there is a difference. Like, I'm sorry, but there is a difference.
Hold on, what percent of us?
There is a difference.
What percent
it's
of
two
us?
different races of people completely.
It is, but what percent of us are?
I don't know. A lot.
What estimate?
50,
I would say
55.
Nah,
45.
Not even that high. I would say I don't know what I would say. I don't know how many, but I know that.
I would say about 70.
Nah,
70's too high.
nah.
70.
I would say
it's not the majority. It's the poorer ones. The father. Well, if we do say that, then it would be the majority.
I don't want to say a number.
I met these brothers in person. They was great to me. I enjoy their company. So I'm not going to sit here and disparage them, bro. You feel me? If we have a difference in opinion, we could argue the opinion. We don't need to throw personal attacks, right? But what I would say, man, is to agree with Nick Fuentes and say, hey, man, he's talking about the Iggas, not the black folks, man. Yo, 45 to 70% of black folks are the Iggas, huh? Yo, do you understand, what he described? Inconsiderate people exist in all races. People who don't hold themselves accountable exist in all races. And do you understand that he's targeting black folks for a specific reason? He's targeting black folks to dehumanize us on a larger scale for a specific reason and a specific agenda. He could have kept it at, I don't like inconsiderate people. I don't like people who don't hold themselves accountable. And that would apply to all races. There are inconsiderate people, loud people, rude people in all races. The majority of black folks are not inconsiderate. The majority of black folks are not rude. The majority of black folks are not Iggas. So the only question in my mind when I hear a black man say that 70% of black people are as bad as Nick Fuentes say they are, the only question I have is what type of indoctrination took place for you to believe this? Like, what type of brainwashing indoctrination? Like, is he mixed race? Was one of his parents white? Did they teach him this? Like what type of experiences have you had to where you believe that 70% of your own people are inconsiderate or as bad as Nick Fuentes say? Like, do you feel like the number of black folks that are terrible, that are just terrible people, is considerably higher than white people?
If 40%, this is a stat and when, this is 2020. If 40% of black people commit violent crime, so that's 40 off the rip. So what percent are a good 20? You can't say it's less than 20.
So you think it's 60%?
Far over, buddy.
Wow.
40% commit violent crimes.
Well, I would say then 40%.
Yeah.
40,
So you think all of-
45.
I said 55%.
I'd say 45 to 55%.
Do you think
Yeah,
all
I said that off rip.
Yeah.
Do you think all inconsiderate people commit violent crimes?
I won't
No.
say no. but
Okay,
I think
then it's above 40% then, bud.
that's why I said 55%, but
Because you do have to
That's
start
not a
at
bad
40 with that.
You gotta say over 50 for shot.
Sad though.
I don't know, man.
It is sad, but I ain't gonna lie. The way
You see how dangerous indoctrination is? Yo, he really believes that 40% of black people commit violent crime. Bro, that's just not true. Like, that's just false. But bro probably like don't know no better. Feel me? Like, he probably just don't know no better. He's heard enough of these like right-wing talking points that he believes is true. Bro, there's 41 million black people in the States that are like documented. There's probably more undocumented black people, right? Like the census says what? Like people are saying, yo, there's estimated like 60 million black people in America, but like 41 million is filling out the census. So let's just say 41 million documented. You believe that 16 million black people, bro? You truly in your heart believe that 16 million black people committed violent crimes last year? Yo, there was a total of, I believe, like 1.4, 1.3 million violent crimes committed in the United States. Total. So where do you get the number that 16 million, 40% of 41 committed violent crimes? Yo, he's been so indoctrinated that his view of black people is not being given through the lens of white supremacy, opposed to his own experiences, opposed to how he has lived his life. Bro, you lived a life as a black man. You have not encountered 40% of all black folks negatively, bruh. That's just not true. Now, some black conservatives are taking it this way, while others, like Officer Brandon Tatum, is trying to go to war with Nick Fuentes, but he's losing, and his audience is kicking his butt. Because even though Brandon Tatum is one of the biggest sellouts ever, yo, Officer Tatum is the same dude who said the black woman who was murdered in her own kitchen by those two officers, by the way, she deserved it. Even though everybody, and even the most racist people who watched the video will say that woman did not deserve to get gunned down and she did nothing wrong. He said that she did it. But now he's waking up. And now he's trying to contest Nick Fuentes. And now he's playing the race card, calling Nick Fuentes racist. But the audience that he has harvested for over the last decade, they are racist. So now his audience is eating him up and destroying him for going against their savior, Nick Fuentes.
But this is not every black person is like this. If you go into an IHOP, like we went to IHOP when we were in Orlando, Florida, the black people in there were ghetto, but they were nice. They were respectful. Some of the best service that we've had. Not every black person that's in the hood is a bad person. I grew up in the hood. Most black people in the hood don't like the black people that are acting up. Most black people in the hood are not acting up. Is this the clip from the Funding family? Is this the clip from the Cartier family? Yeah. Okay, this is the one. This is the exact clip. Okay. Now, I don't have a lot of respect for Nick Fuentes. Let me just qualify this real quick. I think that Nick Fuentes is a smart person. I think that if he used his smartness and intelligence and his IQ for good, I think he could actually be a good force in the world. I think he could actually be an incredible force. He could be like Charlie Kirk, but he is like the alter ego of Charlie Kirk. If Charlie Kirk went rogue, he will be Nick Fuentes. I swear Nick Fuentes want to be Charlie, but he can't get his stuff together. He don't want to do right, I don't think. He has these crazy radical claims. He is racist.
Now, Officer Tatum, the man who tells black folks, who tells us how we make excuses for racism, how every time we watch an officer gun down an unarmed black man, how is the unarmed black man fault? The officers did no wrong. Even in circumstances, there was even a time where a racist white woman went to a black couple's front steps. Went to the front steps. The owner of the house pulled into the driveway, asked her, "Can I help you with anything?" She ran off and called the police on him and said, he was following me and he was targeting me. Officer Tatum said it was the black homeowner's fault. Now you crying racism? And nah, man. Nick Fuentes is putting belt to booty on y'all. Okay? Nah, bruh, nah. Y'all told us there was no such thing as racism. Nah, bruh. Don't cry it now. Deal with him. Deal with him. Now he's finally letting y'all know, bro, what we've been telling y'all, which is they really don't like y'all, man. They were using y'all. But let me know in the comment section, what do y'all think about this, man? You feel me? Do y'all feel like Nick Fuentes has a point about black conservatives? Let me know. You feel me? I'm not even going to ask y'all what y'all opinion is of the other malarkey. I disavow Nick Fuentes. I don't agree with most of the things he say at all, right? The majority of black folks are not degenerate. That's cap, all right? The majority of black folks don't commit crimes. That's cap, right? The overwhelming majority of people in the hood don't commit crimes. I don't know where this 40% came from, but it's not true whatsoever. If you enjoyed this video, click on this video right here to find out why this No Jumper host is never returning back to No Jumper because of this. Click on this video right here to find out what I'm talking about. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.